Hello YouTube. Today I'm bringing you a little bit of a different video. In this video I'm going to be telling you how to improve your Smite performance. And I'm not going to go over the basics like controls and whatever, because that's pretty much just, you should know how to play the game. But what I'm going to go over is picking your champion, what abilities to max out first, and which items to get on each champion or god. So the first thing is the match starts in God Select. Despite what everyone may be thinking, the game starts when you start shooting and fighting each other. No, it starts in God Select. And my reasoning behind this is because you have to pick gods with your team that complement each other. Like, you want to have gods that have stuns, and like with this game that you're watching now, I have Neith and Thor, and both of our stuns work perfectly together. And you just want to have god teams with composition like that work well together. And the next thing you want to do when the match starts, you want to make sure you know what the god you're picking. You want to know what their abilities actually do. A lot of people will jump into a game like myself. This is how I play, but you don't want to jump into a game and not know anything about the god, what their abilities do or anything. So make sure you practice with them. Practice makes perfect. That's first and foremost. And when you're maxing out abilities, make sure, like if you're the damage champion like Neith, I always max out my X ability first, which is my snare. And it snares him in place, so I can just sit there and throw arrows and shoot arrows into him. Throw arrows. I'm gonna throw this arrow at you. But yeah, you want to make sure you're maxing out the ability that will help your team the most. So if you have a heal, I suggest maxing that first, or a stun, or there's just so many different possibilities. And next is the items. You want to make sure you're getting the right items for your circumstance. As Neith, you want to make sure you're getting all kinds of damage items. Maybe something with health in there, but I'd recommend not doing that. Ymir, all tanky, all health, all armor, all magic resist. That's all you need on Ymir. He doesn't need to do damage, he just needs to be able to tank. Because he has a lot of stun, and then he has a lot of stuns, and then his team can come in and grab all the kills. All the gods aren't meant to be killers. They're not meant to get kills on top of kills. Sometimes they're just needed to get the assist. Be there to stun them and just tank it. Tank out the fight. And another thing is communication is key in this type of game. Especially in Arena or Conquest, you really need to communicate with your team. That means having a mic, that means typing in chat if you're on PC. You need to communicate, and that starts at god selection, honestly. It really, yeah, you need to communicate with your team. You need to coordinate which gods you're going to pick. You need to coordinate where the enemies are. And don't be a hero. Don't run out in the middle of the enemy team thinking you're going to get a pentakill, because you probably won't. Probably going to get killed. Make sure your team is going to be there to back you up when you're going in. Or else you're going to die, and then your team's going to rage and call you a feeder, and then it's just going to be all kinds of, nonsense. And speaking of your team getting mad at you, there will be some obscenities yelled, especially if you're feeding in this type of game. There's no way to stop that other than muting the person, but it's a video game. People are gonna talk shit. That's just how people are. So if you don't like it, mute them. There's no reason to sit there and argue back and forth with the other person. And the worst thing to do is if someone's, trolling you or being toxic, the worst thing you can do is start feeding kills. That'll show them, right? That'll just bring the rest of your team down and your own stuff. So I hope this short little guide to Smite helped you. If you have any other questions, make sure you leave them down in the comments below. And I know I'm not the best Smite player, but I've played a lot of matches in this game. So I think that I'm a good candidate for assisting the newer players or the players who don't really understand it. But yeah, if you have any other questions, make sure you leave them in the comments below. And thank you to the guy who requested this video. I can't think of your name, I don't have it in front of me, I'm so sorry, but... So hopefully, if you follow my tips, you'll become a better Smite player, and you'll be seeing a lot more of this screen. Thank you guys for watching, I'll see you next time.